Rip Dollar Tree. So sad. Hello. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me today. And with absolutely no ado, Halloween. Now, I am firmly in the camp of you should be able to celebrate Halloween all year long, but out of deference for the other holidays, I do try to make myself wait until at least September to start putting decorations up. This year I failed. I think I started putting decorations up when it was still about 85 degrees out, but it is 73 degrees in my heart, and that's all that matters. So to prepare for the spooky season, I dragged my poor husband along with me to what I consider the absolute best Halloween store, and that is $1.25 Tree. Rip Dollar Tree. So sad. I just think it's the best, not just for ready-made, ready-to-use decorations, but more so for items that are super easy to repurpose and make into a little bit more elaborate of a decoration. So today we'll be making a 4-piece matching set of spooky Halloween wall art. I have 4 different frames. One of them is a really cheap one that I got at Dollar Tree back in college. I have a vintage gold-framed mirror that my friend was getting rid of and gave to me. And I'm usually one of those people who's like, leave vintage pieces alone, leave antiques alone, but this one is broken, the frame is broken, there are pieces missing, so it isn't super usable in its current form. And then I have 2 new frames that I got this year from $1.25 Tree, and they just looked so similar to the little frame that I had back in college that I thought they'd look really nice as a matching set. So those are the frames that we are working with. Obviously that gold frame is the odd man out, so first I'm going to have to do a little bit of repair work on the frame before I get to painting it and making it match the other ones. You were made out of wood. Made out of like freaking resin. That's annoying. I can do it anyways. I've committed. I've committed. Am I just gonna keep? Oh wow! Apparently this stuff is godlike because it is rejecting all attempts. So hard, it just bent, it bent the nails. It's not wood. So I'm actually gonna go get my hot glue gun and glue them on. Okay, got my hot glue gun instead. Got these from Dollar Tree. Spoopy. They're kind of like a matte black with a silver rub on them. I think this is a nice enough finish, so I think I'm going to try to make this gold one and then this really cheap black plastic one. I'm just going to paint them with some matte, well it's satin, black latex paint, and then I'm going to use some cheap folk art metallic, and I'm going to dry brush some silver over top of it. I know I brought it with me. And none of this matters too much because it's supposed to be all spooky and grungy and whatever. Oh, this paint is so old. Gross. Yum. You know, I'm lucky that my house floor is very like washable because I put it through the ringer, y'all. think I want to keep it as a mirror. I don't really want to replace it with something different, especially because if it stays a mirror, it matches that little frame, and I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with that one yet, so it's nice to have the option to just leave the little guy as is. But obviously I don't want to just leave it as a blank mirror because that would be kind of boring. So when I was digging around on Pinterest, I found this really cool free Cricut cut file of what's essentially a pattern of a stained glass window with a raven sitting on top of a skull, and it just very much felt like it fit the vibe of like cool gothic classy Halloween. So I'm going to get that cut out and see how it looks just placed straight on top of the mirror.
That's good. It's enough slices!
Medium-sized oval frames that I got new. I think I'm going to turn those into some sort of spooky entomology bug board kind of deals, just with fake plastic bugs that I already have on hand. So obviously to do that I need to cover up what's already in the frame. I was just going to paint it, but I think it would look a lot classier and kind of more purpose-built if I do some sort of fabric backing. So I've dug up some scrap canvas and I'm just going to glue that right on and cover up the old. And then I also don't have to wait for dry times because I am super impatient about waiting for paint to dry, and I just don't have time for that. Mister, please don't touch that, don't touch that, it's wet. Please. Oh, come here. Come here, baby. Let me get ya. Let me get ya. Wow. So what I'm going to put on here is I have this assortment of gross bugs. I have a tarantula, a stag beetle, I think that's what it's called. Then I have a couple of little fake spiders. This one has a twig on it from what I did with it last year. They are glittery, so I think I'm going to try to just paint over them with the matte acrylic paint. I know they're not going to look super realistic, but I'd rather have the faux realistic rather than the glittery. I had a lot of fun with this project. I feel like I've been taking on a lot of really big projects, especially because I have been doing a lot of house projects that take weeks and months and they feel like they're never going to end. So it was really nice to just have a really low stress kind of one day quick make project that was getting me in the mood for fall and spookiness and Halloween. So I think this really just felt like a therapeutic exercise, and I think they turned out really, really pretty in my dining room. They kind of set the mood for the whole theme that I have in there. The only thing that I'm not 100% sold on is the smallest frame with the kind of fake mirror background with the skull print on it. I do think it matches the Raven mirror really well, but it also feels a little weird just leaving it as is and not remaking it. It feels like it's like unfinished, but I know that's also just my overthinking brain. I actually do think it matches really well. So as of right now, I think this set is gonna stay as is. I think the moss was the perfect extra like spooky touch. I think that really took it from Dollar Tree to like, this is like a fun, gothic, classy, spooky thing, and not just like this is something I bought at Dollar Tree. And I definitely am gonna incorporate more moss into the rest of my dining room decorations this year. I think we're going for like Swamp Witch. Aren't we always going for Swamp Witch? Ultimate vibe. Yeah, so feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments down below what you'd be interested in seeing next. We can do some crafting, we can do some cosplay, I can take you along on my next home reno project, so yeah, let me know what you're most interested in seeing. And yeah, I think that's about it. Bye. Goodbye. You can leave now. The video's over. When is this gonna turn off?